given where we are coming from and the fact that as a state, as a people, we've experienced tremendous setback in the past, one luxury we really cannot afford right now is to see the governor and the government of this state distracted in any way. Because when distraction sets in, then the state will suffer, the policies will suffer, growth and development will suffer, and we cannot afford that. No, we can't. So we should rather work together to see that we help the governor and the government to protect our focus for the good of all of us. You see, now, talking about the government of Prince Bassey Edeh-Otu, I think that is not in office by men, or yes, everybody, those of them who were politicians, those who voted and all of that, must have played their roles and so on. But really we know from scripture that promotion cometh not from the east, not from the west, but is of God. So it is God who enthrones, and God is a God of purpose. If God did bring him into office, then God indeed has a mission and a very definite assignment for him, which I think by the privilege of grace I have an idea of what that assignment should be, because I believe that he's there as an answer to prayers to come and break the siege. So I think clearly the assignment would be that of repair, that of recovery, that of restoration, that of repositioning, and then that of growth and strategic development across spectrum. So when we begin to talk about repair, for instance, it should begin with the repairing of the broken walls. I mean, the broken altars of the Lord in the land. Because whereas, over the years, successive administration and the Christian community did great job in partnership to raise altars unto God in this land, to preserve those altars, to service those altars. But we got into a dark era where the altars were bastardized, they were left desolate. Rather, we had situations where all manner of funny things, voodoo things were going on, and there was a siege, there was a reign of darkness. So the very first thing has got to be that, because without light you can't talk about anything else. It may be difficult for some people to understand the enormity of this. People can just be saying things, but I can tell you that if that is the first and most important thing achieved, it is more phenomenal than anything else. But it doesn't stop there. But we're talking about recovery across spectrum, restoration, repair, rebuilding, getting the institutions that have become dysfunctional to work again, getting systems that were bastardized to begin to look like it and deliver on the Millennium Development Goals and whatever goals that will be in tandem with the Cross River Dream. These are all the things that must be there. And when you've been, set back, you have a tough job, because first and foremost you need to recover and then come to where it should be the starting point, and then begin to shoot for where you want to go to. That is why I believe this administration doesn't have time and shouldn't have any time for frivolities. And it also means that everybody on the team must work together to achieve whatsoever are the goals, the dreams, the objectives of the current administration. Yes, we do observe, if you ask me, situations whereby some of the appointees, that their mission is at variance with that of the administration. They're pursuing something else. Some of them think that maybe the position is really about themselves. No, you're put in an office for a responsibility, for a purpose, to deliver on it. And you must deliver in line and in sync with whatever the mission, whatever the dream of the administration is, and not do your thing. So I think we have a couple of those which may make the system to be ineffective in those areas. But in the main, I think also that there are some great people on the team doing great job, and which must be commended, which must be encouraged. So, but we all as a people, we must keep praying for the state. We must pray for the administration. We must encourage, and we must ensure that we don't allow the distraction, the division, and the strife, to come in, which will cause development to be sacrificed on the altar of maybe politics or whatsoever. We can't afford that.